Well, Rick, we have another edition of the Governor's Cup football game in the books. We can finally get out our grade books and assign grades for Kentucky and Louisville for the football seasons. It seems like not too long ago we were here trying to predict what the records would be. What do you got?
You know, this is tough, and we haven't discussed this ahead of time, so I don't know what you're going to say. It really is tough. I guess I'll begin with Louisville. I would say I would give Louisville a B, and I struggle with that because they didn't win the one game they really wanted to win, which was the Kentucky game. But I give them the B for the way they turned around their season. When they were 2-3, the negativity was loud and it was relentless. They tuned it out, they turned it around, and they did better against a more difficult part of their schedule, other than against Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm a tougher grader than you, but I'm giving them a B too. I think I might go B- because they lost some games in there that we didn't expect them to lose. They won some games that we didn't expect them to win. But in the end, that final exam against Kentucky is still not where it needs to be, and that's a problem. They really weren't competitive in that game. It could have been a lot worse. Kentucky kicked 4 field goals. It was a tough finish for Louisville, but 7-5, I think, from where they were, that's pretty good. What about Kentucky?
I feel strange saying this because Kentucky beat Louisville, but I'm going to give Kentucky a B-, and the reason is simply this. They took a step backwards against South Carolina and Vanderbilt, two teams that they're really competing against in their division in the SEC East, and they weren't competitive at all against Tennessee. They did win the rivalry game to get to 7-5, but those back steps against Vandy and South Carolina concern me.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to be as generous as you are. I'm giving them a C, and they're lucky it's not lower because, look, at the beginning of the season, people were saying 10 wins. And if you said 9 wins, you were a doubter. If you said 8 wins like us, you were just a hater. Well, what ended up happening? You can't lose that game to Vanderbilt, and they struggled, and I know they had injuries, but I think they're going to look back at this 2-year period where they had Will Levis, who's going to be a good NFL draft pick, and Chris Rodriguez, an All-American running back, and wish they'd gotten more for it. C is average. I think it was an average season at best for Kentucky. We'll see how they do in the bowl games. We'll watch for those bowl destinations. You can read about them at our website, WDRB.com. Go there and click on sports.